Hey, Brandon.
Whoa.
Oh, did you do your power rankings?
Je-
Did you do power rankings?
je-
Did you do? Are the Packers in the power rankings? I want to know, are they safe? Are they all right? Because you are a monster.
They are not safe.
Oh God. Oh baby, we here.
Steer, we do.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is a G, a P, S, and the S stands for damn it, Perna, you cursed Trevor Lawrence.
Oof.
Dude,
Oof.
the entire time
Oof.
I'm watching the game. It's Monday Night Football. I'm like, you know what? It's a pretty competitive game, all that stuff. And then Trevor Lawrence unfortunately goes down, and it's concern of like, oh God, oh no, oh no. And there's like a 2-second lag to being going, Perna. Like everybody was like, I'm like, guys, it wasn't Perna, he wasn't trying. They're like, blame, put the virtual pitchforks and torches were out. They were out, and they were ready.
And
So
I leaned into it on Friday. I said I'm actually rooting for the curse. I don't root for and I specified on Friday.
Not
on
injury.
I said I'm not rooting for injuries. I said I'm rooting for the Jags to lose just for the curse.
Yep.
And they lose in overtime to Jake Browning. Like, to me, that's perfect. That's perfect.
It was a double curse, though.
It was a double curse.
It's a double curse.
And luckily, Trevor Lawrence only suffered a high ankle sprain. Which obviously is not ideal. Okay, those are tricky, lingering injuries, and they can be very serious. But he could, in an Aaron Rodgers world, play this week. Okay, probably not, but
Well, so that's because I just never know, right? I am not a medical professional, and I never pretend to be. But I was like, okay, high ankle sprain, like, yeah, it could have been significantly worse. I also thought that was like significantly worse than a regular ankle sprain.
It is.
And like that could keep people out a significant amount of time. But the way it was reported seemed very contained, where it was like, nope, week to week, like could play against the Browns on Sunday. And I was like, huh, okay. And then I'll just continue to not understand medical science. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's.
Oh, yeah, true. You also, Christian Kirk is going to be out too. He has to get surgery.
Yeah. High ankle sprain. If you're dealing with a skill player, you definitely do not want that. How Trevor Lawrence handles the pain and how it affects his mobility, like what he can do on that ankle, is really what it's going to come down to. But yeah, high ankle sprains, they're weird injuries, just like hamstrings are weird injuries. Like, you don't know. Sometimes it's like a guy has a hamstring injury, 2 weeks later, he's great. Sometimes he has a hamstring injury and you don't see that guy for 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Kenny Pickett just had that tightrope surgery on his ankle. Yep. And that was after lingering effects from a high ankle sprain. So You just don't know. What we do know is we've seen Mac Jones get a high ankle sprain and look like he had been shot in the war. like some of the images from him
in the
being
war,
carried off the field and just screaming. We saw Trevor Lawrence think he suffered a really serious injury, and it was a high ankle sprain. So what I do know is high ankle sprains probably hurt pretty bad. Well, One last thing I want to say.
Go ahead.
I have more respect for Jaguars fans after the curse. The amount of people showing up on my Twitter to tell me to piss off. I got on the Jags subreddit. Like, Jags got a solid fan base, and I got a lot of respect for your passion, Jacksonville. I don't think of all the curses that have actually played out this season,
of all the teams I've cursed,
I've seen more fans show up to give me the bird. So I already liked Jags and Jags fans, but I like them even more now. So
like,
it's not me, it's the wheel. So I take no responsibility.
I mean, you need to burn the wheel.
It's really Jeff Bezos when you think about it. I got it on Amazon, so he's the devil.
I thought you were gonna make a Thursday Night Football joke, but okay, that one works too. Well, like, dude, I just feel so bad for Jaguars fans. This is the first time in 12 years that they're on Monday Night Football. They're going up against a Joe Burrow-less Bengals. So the thought and implication is they're going to win this game. And then no. And it's like, that's what they got. Kirk gets injured on the first catch, and then Trevor Lawrence gets injured. They're struggling. And I think, because I actually want to talk about the game too. And of course, Lawrence going down is the biggest concern right now. But I'm also concerned about that defense, because the best play they made was intercepting Tyler Boyd. And that defense has kind of been consistently good all season. And it's been that offense, which is like, okay, they have those flashes. Like Calvin Ridley will go off for 1 week and then he'll be super quiet. And then ETN will go off and then they'll be super quiet. So, I mean, I'm concerned for the Jaguars because the Colts and the Texans are right there. They're right on their tail. And like we talked about them potentially getting a playoff spot, they're going to be in contention for a division title, especially if Lawrence is missing like a decent amount of time.
Yeah, I do want to see Gardner Minshew and the Colts play the Jags in the playoffs. Like, that's a nice revenge game, you know? It's... Oh, boy. The Jags defense, they brought pressure, but they just had no answer for Jake Browning, who had arguably one of the greatest backup quarterback performances like we've seen. Like 2 weeks in, like 85% of his passes completed. And he wasn't like dinking and dunking to check that. You know what I mean? He's hitting dudes deep. He's spreading the ball around to different dudes. There was like one of his best passes was a swing pass because there was pressure in his face. Like he should have just gotten blasted. And he like just turns out of it and gets the ball away and turns into a positive gain. Like, I don't know if the Jags defense got exposed a little bit or if Jake Browning is just that fucking good. Like, you don't have a big enough sample size to be like, oh yeah, you just got Browninged, you know? It's like,
no,
are we concerned about the Jags defense after that game?
I mean, so I think it could be both things, right? Because I think when Burrow got hurt and Browning came in, like he threw some passes. I was streaming that game because he threw some passes that were like in super tight windows. And I was like, oh, okay. Like they're actually letting him like rip it. Why not? And that first drive they had, the Bengals, they like didn't do anything with it. And they were just like doing like really conservative, like really, really safe plays. And then the next drive, like he started like actually throwing it deep. He looks like he can ball. So I think that at the point that you're at now, the Bengals have some optimism because they're like, oh, like we have enough talent on this team that we still potentially could make the postseason. I think ultimately it's going to be a what if season because, he's not Joe Burrow. But I think, Browning could be very, very serviceable. Or maybe it was just like right night. I mean, look at Matt Flynn.
Flash in the pan. Yeah. It
happens.
happens.
You never know.
I think like it's always about like once the team gets the tape on the guy, right, Tom?
Sure.
And I think that could be, we'll see with Browning. And I think, and I don't know the blitz rate, the blitz numbers, or any of that shit, but I think the Jags tried to bring a lot of pressure. And you do that against young QBs because they usually make mistakes. One, Browning's not that young. I think they brought pressure and they paid for it. And when he could in man coverage just get the ball to like Jamar Chase, he did it.
Preparing
so like
for the D for the curse.
Maybe the next defense plays, maybe it's more zone. Maybe they're not bringing as much heat. And again, I don't know if the Jags actually did, but it felt like they were trying to bring extra guys and get to him, and he was making them pay. So, but when you see a guy do it once, you're like, oh, he can do it again. And I don't know. We'll see. Like, he's a fascinating guy to watch over the last few weeks of the season. And the Bengals are sitting at 6-6 with the Bills and the Broncos. They're all just a game out of that playoff bubble. And the AFC North is injury riddled at the QB position.
There's
so
one
anything
starting
can happen.
QB who's healthy. Like, that's it. There's one. It's the Ravens. They had a bye week, and they're like, oh, this worked out like really well for us. Like, we just get to sit at home and just like, all right, we have the only healthy QB. Let's go get it now.
Yeah.
And we're already leading the division. So yeah, things for the Ravens are going pretty darn solid right now.
It is funny too. It's the Ravens are the healthy team right now.
Yes, the irony is incredible. Absolutely, that they're the team that never can. Yeah, that is some breaking news seen in that chat too. So Mason Crosby, the Green Bay Packers former kicker, finally getting a shot and going to LA to join the Rams, which I think he'll do well there. I mean, Crosby's been posting a ton of like workout videos too, and he was like injured last year and kind of recovering from that. So I hope he crushes it out there because he's just good people. He is good people. Are you doing that?
Hell yeah, Jared. Oh, can I say something about this real quick, Tom? We were talking about Monday, Chiefs fans, right? I think Johnny even posted a little clip about you ranting about Chiefs fans and me just letting you rant about Chiefs fans because I've done it so much. Yeah. But also said most of the Chiefs fans that are within the group here are actually pretty cool. And
they're awesome.
I've seen a lot of good. But over at benchwarmerbrew.com, Cole, Chiefs fan, has his own coffee blend.
Yep.
Now, Cole may have made a short talking a little trash about Nick Sirianni. It did the rounds. And then Cole messaged me. He's like, dude, I think a bunch of Eagles fans went into Benchwarmer Brew and started giving my coffee 1-star reviews because they got pissed off about the short. And he screenshotted me a bunch of things. And I was like, oh, man, let me look into that. So I had him look into it. And my friend that I work with over there goes, oh, yeah, these are a bunch of unverified buyers just coming in. So like we can tell if somebody's purchased the coffee and then makes a review. So like it doesn't matter what fan base it is, but the level of spite they had for that short on one hand impresses me. On the other hand, I'm like, that's my business. F off. And it's like the one thing I'm super proud of. Like we find good coffee. It's not like crap. Yeah. So we had to get rid of some of those trolls going in there being like, coffee sucks. Just a scheme to sell coffee to football fans. It's like, damn, dude.
You got brigaded.
Fans are crazy.
Yeah. No, that.
And Cole's coffee is really good too. I'm
honestly,
like
I do respect it.
Yeah, I know. I do too.
I was like, I respect how effing petty it was to go find that coffee.
Yeah.
First of all, like, because I'm sure that's not on the short.
No,
right?
Like you got to know something about Cole to go do that.
Go in and just be like, oh, it's that Brandon Perna too. You know what? I bet the curse wheel has something to do with that. These Jaguars fans F that guy.
Yeah, like, because I legit don't want anybody to be unhappy with the coffee, right?
Of course.
I take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah.
So if somebody has a complaint, we'll take it seriously. But it was like, boom, 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 boom. He's like, it all happened after this date. I'm like, you're right, dude. We'll take care of it.
That's why Ben, I already asked. Apparently, the Packers are not safe, and I am very.
They are not safe. Ooh, they're playing too good to be safe, Tom. You guys are about to get Tommy DeVito'd, so who knows?
Don't, Brandon. I swear to God, if we lose to Tommy DeVito because the curse wheel lands on the Packers, have you recorded it yet?
No, I got to shoot right after today. So I don't even know who's actually cursed yet. And I was worried about the last curse because it went to the Jags twice. I'm like, it can't. And the Jags were playing the Bengals with Browning. I'm like, this is not going to even work. But there you go. Everything tastes better after a win.
Hell yeah. It's always great too that you have that movement as well. That I was streaming the game for T Higgins or whatever, and people were like, "Hi, T Higgins." Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even said that much this season because they haven't used him enough.
I know. I mean, listen, the level, that's why like sports fans can be amazing, right? Because you'll see that Bills Mafia does that a lot, right? Like they'll have like an opposing QB will help them and they'll go and find that charity and donate money, like the Damar Hamlin thing, donate money. And then you have this, like it's the other side. It's like, it's the same thing, but like that would be great if they bought the coffee and they were just like, this coffee's great, but Cole sucks. Just like that. There you go. That's some real.
Yeah, F that man's business. That's what we say.
I don't get it. I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it, Jay. I don't want to think about it.
He threw a flag on my roof. I'll tell you what.
Hey, listen, that's where the support goes. They have it goes back into educating the refs and actually making them better.
Yeah.
That's what it should.
And I like thinking of fun ways to say where that money goes to every week.
Oh, all right. Perna, I have a confession to make real quick that has nothing to do with football.
All right, go for it.
So I don't have a lot of time to watch a ton of shows during the season.
Yeah.
But last night I recorded a bunch of stuff and I was like, all right, it's the end of the night. I want to watch something. And I had watched Squid Games when it came out.
Right.
Like everyone else.
Like everybody on Earth.
Right. I liked it. It was a good show. It was
yeah, it was entertaining.
So I don't watch reality television. I watched Survivor back in the day a lot, and that was like the only thing. I watched the first few episodes of the new Squid Games reality show. Dude, like it's actually like a legitimately good show. Like I know everyone's bashing on it because it's going against capitalism stuff, which like I get. It's a joke. It's like it's literally spoofing the thing that was being spoofed. But like it legitimately is a great show.
Interesting.
Like, it is legitimately a great show. Yeah, like I was like, this is gonna be garbage, like garbage television. I'm gonna have it on the background, what have you. It legit was, damn. Like I'll give it a few episodes.
Maybe I will.
It was.
Yeah, Jess and I Tuesday nights are a night where we can usually like watch something, and we forgot we started watching an Almost Normal Family, which is really good. So we went back into Yellowstone, which we gave up on after like, I don't know, like 6 episodes. It took us like an hour to figure out where we left off. And let me say, Yellowstone, very overrated. Very overrated.
Someone told me like a lot of animals die.
It's good. Like it's entertaining enough, but it's so like over the top cheesy. I'm like, how do people actually buy into this? But anyway.
Peeing on the curse wheel is the ultimate curse.
Like I like it, but I'm like, it's very cheesy. I don't know if that's part of it or if, people just think it's hell yeah, cowboy, good time cowboy talk.
Cowboy.
Like one of the dudes in the scene just goes like every episode has somebody solving their problems by just punching somebody else in the face and then or getting on a horse and riding.
I mean, that sounds like that works though.
Dude punched a nurse, a male nurse, but like anyway.
You're like male nurse. That'd be a male nurse. So Cranky's waiting on his coffee.
Still wait on my bench warmer brew order from a week ago. Are you guys backed up to hell or no?
You tell me you're not backed up after you drink that coffee.
Dang right. We will clear you out. Yeah, it takes a little time for shipping. We are not Amazon, but we will get through to it as soon as possible.
Bam. Also, all right, so we want to talk about so real quick, just playoff things, because we have potential playoff implications this week. So the Cowboys, Eagles, and 49ers could clinch a playoff spot this week. Ooh. And the Cardinals, Patriots, and Titans could be eliminated this week. I'm not surprised by any of those.
Which 3 teams can be eliminated?
The Cardinals, Patriots, and Titans.
Yeah, all that checks out. Yeah, Titans a little bit of a surprise, but what's their record?
I really want to go see the new Godzilla movie really bad.
4-8.
I just don't know if I'm going to have time to.
4-8 for Tennessee. Really Dolphins holding on to that number 1 spot.
Yep.
In the AFC. All right.
Sorry, Pappy. I'm sorry,
Pappy.
Yeah, right. I recently heard about that after I started watching it. Apparently, they didn't give him like chapstick and stuff. Yeah, I'm curious to see like how
chapstick?
long. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
My lips are too chapped to continue with this game.
Dude, apparently they were using like lubricated condoms to like. I literally read about that this morning. I was like, oh, so I was like, I want to read about this. I want to see how long. And
whoa, Edgar, you shut your mouth.
Hey, Parks and Rec I love The Office. Parks and Rec is better. In my opinion, it's just better.
They're both good. I love you, Edgar, but that's blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
Ooh, there we go. Play through Skyrim as a Pokemon. That's what he really needs to do.
All
right. We want to talk
Should
about
I set up
QBs.
my losing underdog and then we'll rank these QBs?
Wait, did you lose from Mondays?
Of course I lost.
How many did you get wrong?
Trevor Lawrence and Evan Ingram. I lost as soon as Evan Ingram scored, I was busted. But that's my problem. Like I go higher on Jake Browning and Jamar Chase.
Yep. That
the
works.
thing, like, people are gonna be like, oh, I'll take lower there. I get the difficult ones right.
The first 3 seasons or so have been good. So,
but hold on. Yeah, let me.
All right. So what? You're like 0-51, 52.
Yeah, I think I might be at 0-50.
I don't think it's trash. I think the later seasons without Michael Scott are trash, but they're not as good. But I do like the Lizard King. I do like that season.
Why do I go? I take Evan Ingram because he hadn't scored a touchdown all season long. So I'm like, I think lower's okay. And his touchdown was incredible. Like, he just flew into the end zone.
The best part is like every week now, Brandon, it's like, oh yeah, like I won my first or second one. I don't know why Perna's finding this so difficult. I'm getting a lot of those. Like, a lot of those. Oh, I watched the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. Not coming out till 2025, but yeah, I'm pumped. I am actually super disappointed that it leaked early because I knew that, like, dude, like, the amount of work that went into that, people gotta be so upset.
Yeah.
So I was excited to see what records it was gonna break, but still breaking some records. Oh yeah, 4th season of True Detective coming out. Jodie Foster, let's go. Sorry, continue. All right, so you got 2 wrong.
Boom.
There it is.
Lawrence didn't even finish the game, and he broke it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what, though? I thought you would have gotten the opposite wrong. So
hey, look at this. I got 1 right on this one.
Yep.
And it's George Pickens. It's George Pickens in an offense that cannot function.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I got one here. Do I have NFL ready? Nope. Don't have NFL ready for me.
Hold on. What sport can you pick from?
Hockey.
You love hockey. You watch it all the time.
Crosby. Higher. Easy. Nikita. Oh, did you guys see? It's the Tampa Bay Lightning. Their goalie was being asked a question in a press conference, and apparently a reporter, you can audibly hear a fart in the background, and he just loses it. Like, you can't stop laughing. Oh, it was so good.
I love it.
Let's go higher on Brandon. Nice name.
Nice name.
Sam Reinhart.
What about Jack?
Yeah, Jack Eichel.
Jack looks good. Let's see. Scroll on down. Keep going.
Ooh, Connor McDavid. I'll take a higher.
Connor's a good pick. Darnell Nurse. He's going to nurse you back to health.
All right, Darnell. Let's do it.
Let's go, Nurse.
All right, here we go. Your McDavid pick is impacting. Aw. Sorry. Good night, Nurse. We'll just go 25 for hockey.
You can't submit. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Remove. Oh, I switched this to lower. I just got to X them out. There we go.
There you go.
There
we go.
Also, okay, so you sign up at Underdog.
Cursed hockey.
There we go. If I swear to God, if my first win is just random hockey selections,
then you can only do this for hockey the rest of the year.
Yeah. So Underdog added something this week.
That.
It is the champion, the Pick'em Champions. Okay. which is only available in Alabama, Tennessee, Wyoming, Mississippi. Okay? 4 states that probably have different rules, whatever. I don't know how laws work. But the Pick'em Champions, what you do is you create a Pick'em entry like usual. So you pick 2 to 5 players from at least 2 different teams. You select your entry amount and you submit. And you're playing against, it's a contest. So you're playing against another group of people doing Pick'ems. And all you have to do is have the most picks correct. And then you win a share of the champion's prize. So it's a new game. Alabama, Tennessee, Wyoming, Mississippi. If you're in those states, check it out on Underdog with our code GPS. They'll match your first deposit up to $100.
Wait, really?
What?
Darnell Nurse McNabb's nephew? Is that real? Dude, that's crazy. I have no idea. That's nuts. Okay.
Very cool. I did not know.
For the Pick'ems. I'm sorry that I can't pick any Pick'ems. I think that'd be great.
I'm a bad Pick'em guy. I'm a bad Pick'em guy. I can pick a nose, but I can't pick those hoes that play football. Huh? Nose and hose? Nose and hose. Nose and hose.
My boats. Sorry. Anyway.
All right.
Continue. All right. Are we ready for...
Yeah, let's make this quarterback thing because I think it's going to be
QBs. So basically, folks, this is a ranking. I want to be very clear. This is a ranking of who's left. The people that have made it to this point. Because this season, like, is this the worst season you've seen for, like, in terms of, injuries? I guess, the superstar injuries?
Yeah, it feels like it.
I think so.
Like, I know there were a bunch of injuries last year, but I don't think to this many significant QBs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to tune in today to predictions.
These guys are hurt. We're gonna need this tier because I think it's gonna help us. That's got to be red.
Okay. No, Diego, I actually did not. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be very honest. I don't listen to either of those folks. I mean, the thing that went viral and unfortunately came across my feed was Colin Cowherd calling Brock Purdy not a franchise QB because he wore a backwards hat. So, like, I don't.
Cowherd's dipping back into his old bag of tricks, huh?
At all. It's just obvious bait. Like, I'm just like, this is dumb. Like, this is really, really dumb. So, I just don't listen to it.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, there was the David Carr take, right? David Carr was talking about Jalen Hurts. And it blew up. And I think people he said a controversial thing. And he also said something that makes sense.
Yeah.
Basically, David Carr was saying that he doesn't think Jalen Hurts is healthy, right? And that Jalen Hurts isn't playing up to his full capability. And that the Eagles would be smart to basically bench Jalen Hurts until he gets fully healthy. Yep. Because they're going to get into the playoffs no matter what, and they will be better served to make an actual playoff Super Bowl run if Jalen Hurts is fully healthy. But he also said, like, they would be better off right now with Marcus Mariota, and I think most people do not believe a injured Jalen Hurts is worse than a healthy Marcus Mariota. So it turned into something where I think, like, he's making a fair point, says something ridiculous, and then he just gets eviscerated on Twitter. Yeah. And that falls in line like with any of those takes. But it's with as many quarterbacks that are hurt right now.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily disagree with like letting a guy get healthy. But I don't think the Eagles are better with Marcus Mariota. I don't think anybody thinks that.
I don't think they're better, but I think it's also the other issue is like the Eagles, even if they make the postseason, like they still have something to play for. Like that bye week is significant now. Like now that just one team gets it. So like, yeah, you're not going to throw Mariota out there and be like, let's try. You know how I know? Because they tried out Gardner Minshew, right? Because you had Jalen Hurts hurt last year. And then Minshew comes in. He looks pretty good against the Cowboys. And then I think it was against the Saints maybe, or like the Jaguars did not look good. And then, Hurts wound up, they get the first round anyway. But yeah, man.
Yeah, like for me, Jalen Hurts would have to be so injured. Like it would have to be so obvious because he's tough. He's just a tough dude. And he's been playing incredible until that 49ers game. There's one game that I think that's just an overreactionary take. But
I agree.
Let's get the guys who are hurt up in here.
Yeah. There you go.
Dan
Sean
Jones
Watson,
hurt.
he was over there. I saw him.
Aaron Rodgers hurt.
Yep.
Joe Burrow hurt. Kirk Cousins hurt.
Yep.
Kenny Pickett's hurt right now.
Yep. Jimmy Garoppolo is right below.
Where's that?
By Mahomes down
devil.
to the right.
There you go. You
then Sean Watson, he's third from the right on the top. Third from the right on the top. Shoot.
Okay. Okay. Who else was hurt? Bam, bam.
I was just trying to give directions. That was the best. Okay. And then, Derek Carr currently is hurt, but I think he's okay, right? I think so. Yep. Remember I said 3? Oh, yeah, Anthony Richardson. Yep, that's true, too. Anthony Richardson. Tim Boyle. Yep, that's a very it's a very good call. Oh, remember when I said 3, folks? The over-under line was 3 for
I'm just changing colors.
tiers getting added, so we're getting there.
All right. Is that Tim Boyle?
Getting there.
That's Tim Boyle, right?
Yeah, looks like looks like Tim Boyle. Trevor Lawrence is hurt, right? So I guess he goes in there.
Yeah, where's that T?
Bottom left.
There we go.
Yep. There you go. And then I guess, I think we're good. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna put Derek Carr in there.
But he's also bad, so I think that also works too. He has not been the savior that they need at all. Listen, the Falcons are so good. The king of the dumpster fire. That's what they are over in the South.
Okay,
Jimmy G's been benched and is not hurt. I'm just trying to give Jimmy Garoppolo the benefit of the doubt, man. I was trying to make it easier for him.
You're right. Oh, boy. There we go.
Yeah, Carr isn't hurt. All right. Oh, yeah, where is Anthony Richardson? Is he not on that list? I don't even know he's on that tier maker. I don't even
Killed by McDaniels.
That's fair.
That's where we'll put Jimmy G. Okay.
There you go. Okay. Now, apparently Anthony Richardson's not on this tier maker. I don't know why, but Anthony Richardson's hurt as well.
Oh yeah, where's AR? Where's AR? AARP. That's the one guy you forget is Anthony Richardson?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Is that
I like how
Flacco?
Jameis Winston's in his Bucks uniform.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right, so let's start off. We want to get started with elite.
Yeah, you put a QB in elite, and then I'll put a QB in elite.
Tua.
Ooh, going right for the controversy.
He's had a great season. He looks confident in that offense. Tyreek Hill is having a phenomenal year as well. No, it's Tua right now. He's playing really damn good football. I'm giving the Dolphins all the credit for that.
Tua is the only quarterback I've seen in a while who can throw a 60-yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill and get criticized for how he threw the football.
Which, by the way, then Tyreek Hill goes on Twitter and is like, no, I ran the wrong route and Tua put enough air under it so I could catch up to it. That's also the best, too. I am the first one to admit, right? Brett Coleman, does a great job of, the X's and O's of football. And, that's just not the kind of content that I make. But the amount of people that do those rapid reactions, oh, well, this guy ran the wrong route, or this guy did this, because they know enough X's and O's, but then the player goes no, that's wrong. That's just incorrect.
And I think from Hard Knocks, I didn't watch it, but I saw the clip. Coming off the field, Tyreek Hill was don't throw the ball to me like that again, because he had to like change body direction. What are you doing? And then they went and showed him they were looking at the defense, and he's like, oh yeah, I was wrong. He threw him away from where the safety would be. So, better than throwing a pick because your receivers turned possibly the wrong direction. All right. So you go Tua for elite.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to go CJ Stroud.
Let's go.
Emil Agassi.
I say so. Yeah. CJ Stroud has been impressive. I mean, he's had some games where it's like, but dude, like for what he's doing on that team as a rookie quarterback,
yes,
deserves all the credit. Absolutely.
Also, James Palmer, sorry, indigestion, tweeted out a video from NFL Network where after the Texans game, like he revealed a conversation he overheard CJ Stroud having with Nico Collins, where CJ tells Nico, like, you've got to be a leader in the wide receiver room now with Tank Dell's injury. Like, you've got to take over that leadership role and be that guy because this team needs you. And like James was just highlighting of like what type of leader CJ Stroud is already, getting his guys ready. And that's coming off a huge game from Nico Collins. And I was like, damn, that's really cool. And like, that's just a really nice nugget of reporting. Like I thought, like, it's positive. It sheds a light on like what CJ's doing well outside of just like playing ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Texans got very, very lucky with CJ, I think.
He's their guy. I agree with this. I confirm this. Put the Patriots QBs in the Tim Boyle category.
Sure. Yeah. Let's just okay.
I think there's also I think there's a valid argument for this too. Derek Carr going into killed by McDaniels. I mean, like, it works.
Boom.
Sure. It does work. It does.
There's a Zappy. Bailey has Zappy.
Yeah, no, Perna's not going to be welcome in Jacksonville for a bit. Or just a little bit. Yeah, Tim Boyle got released. Brett Rippon just got signed by the Jets. And by the way, too, like, CJ Stroud also has the most passing yards this season.
Yeah, which...
like, he's number one right now.
Hasn't happened for a rookie quarterback since... Where the hell are you, Texans? 1950 was the last time a rookie QB led the league in passing yards this late in the season. So I went back and checked Cam Newton when he was a rookie, threw for 4,000 yards. He was ranked 9th or 10th that season in passing yards. He had 9 veteran QBs who threw for more than 4,000 yards, which just highlights like how like weird this season has been for QBs. A year later, Andrew Luck throws for 4,300 yards.
Yep.
6 QBs were ahead of Luck that season. So, one, he's good. 2, it's like a weird down year for the vet QBs in passing yards.
Well, I mean, there's also look how many who are injured, but yes,
injuries have affected.
I'm not trying to take anything away from CJ.
No. It's awesome, but
yeah, there's 2 guys I think can go into the elite category that are off the top of my head. I'll go with the easy one first, and I'll go Brock Purdy. I think Purdy has done enough to earn that. He's been playing. I mean, he's had like 1 or 2 like down games, but for the most part, he's been playing really, really damn well. Like, he's just the dude. I think he has proven to be the franchise QB. I think the way he bounced back right now, he is 4th in touchdowns right now and only 6 interceptions. And in terms of yards, he's up there too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Brock Purdy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. So bam. I would say so. I'd say so. Like, he's just been like, for a lot of people were, let's wait and see about Brock Purdy. Let's see what's going to happen with the QB situation. And again, had some ups and downs, but for the most part, he's been really damn good this year. And for him to do what he did against like the Eagles, and I know he has a stacked offense, all that, he deserves it.
Yeah, Purdy's playing out of his mind right now. He is the most Tom Brady-like quarterback that we've had since Tom Brady. Like, he's doesn't make mistakes. He's cool under pressure. He's got a great offense. He's got weapons that Tom didn't have early in his career. And they just sit back there, and it's annoying when you watch them because it's not, it doesn't feel impressive, And that's what I've always hated about Brady. But
that
was
my second one. That's my second one.
Yeah, I put Dak up there right now.
Dude, Dak is leading. Like right now, he has the most touchdowns, and he has only 6 interceptions. And again, what we're doing right now is just how they're playing right now at this point in the season. Dak is playing phenomenally well. Like he's having an excellent, excellent year. And I say that as a Cowboys, like, nah, they're not my cup of tea. But I think it's a little bit of both.
No, Dak's been great. And you know what? I'm gonna put Lamar up there. Okay. He didn't play this week, so we kind of forget about the Ravens, but Lamar's been pretty incredible this season. Efficiently incredible. Like Ravens, they could be a tough team.
He just doesn't have like the passing stats.
Yeah. So I put Mahomes in. I still think Mahomes is elite. Okay, Kansas City. I just think his wide receivers suck right now.
Wide receivers are bad. Yeah, no, he's kind of going through that right now. Okay.
And Rice is getting better. He's improving, becoming more important to Mahomes. But like, it's pretty clear what the problem is for the Chiefs.
If we have like a great category, because I think that's Josh Allen. Like I think you can make the argument for elite. I just think he's had a couple of bad games. But that's the thing too. Like, do you blame Ken Dorsey? Because they've been playing a lot better without Ken Dorsey. So like, I think you can make the argument for elite, but it is great. You know what I mean? Like he is playing really damn good. Dak right now, and again, like if we're talking about the 500 teams that the Cowboys and the Dolphins are playing, that is very valid. And I don't take that away from anyone. Like I kind of went after the Dolphins for that, right? At the same time, they're playing their schedule. And how they're playing, like they're playing really, really well. So, and that's why like Purdy, for example, too, is like up there for me because he went up against a very good team in the Eagles and they also beat them up. So that's my opinion.
I like. We'll go
Stop adding more tiers. Oh, you're gonna get a bunch of them. I told you over under 3.
Great for Josh Allen. I'm gonna put Jake Browning is great
because Allen is second. He's tied for second when it comes to touchdowns. He's 20 yards behind Dak for yards, so he's up there too. Yeah. But he's thrown more than double the interceptions that Dak has thrown.
Okay, we're gonna.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
what happened?
Let's just do it. I got one.
Oh no.
I got one.
Oh no. Oh no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Josh Allen does not lead the league in TDs. He's tied for second. He's tied with Tua right now.
Damn it.
I'm saying, like, I think Allen could go right back up there to that elite. Like, let's see what they do. I mean, spoilers. I picked the Bills to beat the Chiefs this week.
There we go. Social media QB, Justin Herbert. And you know what? I'm actually going to put Russell Wilson in there.
Brandon, if there's anyone that, like...
Justin Herbert, Russell Wilson, social media QBs. Look at you, Herbert. You are Russell Wilson in just different ways. Yeah, dude. Like Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever watched. I've never shied away from saying that.
Yeah,
he's insane. He forced me to respect him.
He forced me to. I think Baker Mayfield, if we're just starting to look at this list, he's between mid and good. Right? He's like in that weird, because right now he has 2,790 yards, 18 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good. Like he hasn't been the problem. A couple games he has, but for the most part, definitely not too bad. All right. Is that Will Levis who's next on that list?
Yeah, Levis. He played well in the Titans Colts game.
He did.
It was like it was a weird game for the Titans to lose. The 2 blocked punts, got their special teams coordinator fired. Minshew was insane late in that game. We kind of need like a rookie
We'll get there.
tier here, right? I'm gonna say Will Levis is good. Actually, I'm gonna say Will Levis is good right now.
I say probably like mid, because like he's had like good and bad games, kind of in between right now.
I think people expected him to look worse than he does, though.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I don't think he's mid. I think he's such an improvement over Ryan Tannehill that by that scale he's good. I'm gonna round him up from mid to good. I'm gonna round him up.
What about Bryce Young, buddy? Is it bad right now? Just how he's playing, it's not indication of him. I think like Josh McDaniels somehow did it.
No, he's playing horrible. There's no getting around the fact that Bryce Young is playing like ass. And I say that respectfully.
I gotta say bad.
He's in a terrible situation, though. So he's playing bad. But I think Panthers fans are seeing the worst case scenario and that there's room for him to get better. There's a chance he can be okay.
Okay. So you put him in bad right now.
My apologies. The air is dry here in Colorado.
That's okay. You should get a humidifier.
Rock hard in my nose. All right.
So we're going to put him up to bad?
I'll put him in bad right now, yeah.
Can Browning get the elite spot? We'll put him in good, I think. We'll put him in good. I think that's fair.
I got Browning up at great. I snuck him into great.
There you go. Yes, I told you. If the over-under was at 3, I told you it's higher. It's always higher.
But that's a great point, though, right?
Yeah.
Why does Jake Browning look great? What's the difference between the Bengals and the Panthers offenses? The Bengals have too many weapons almost on offense.
Correct.
The Panthers have none. He's got Jamar Chase. He had T. Higgins. Joe Mixon had a nice game. Tyler Boyd, outside of
the interception,
when they let him throw the fucking football, Tyler Boyd's pretty good. Even Irwin was making plays. Like there's guys in Cincinnati that he can throw to. Yeah. Bryce Young has nobody. Adam Thielen's their best receiver, and even he can't get separation. So, yeah. All right. Ooh. Okay. I'll put Geno Smith in good. That's fair, right?
Bad to sad. Yeah, Geno I think is good. I know that there's like kind of this like weird in between, but I think good is a fair thing for him. That's why I'd put like Browning at good, because we've seen so little of him.
No, like, but what we did see was elite. So putting him at great is an underestimate.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Geno.
Give me one more week of high hopes for Browning.
All right. There you go.
Browntown, baby. Take me to Browntown, Tom. Oh, Tom, get in that car and navigate me to Browntown.
So I think Desmond Ritter's probably mid, right? I think that's a fair evaluation of Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter's bad, mother liquor.
I was trying to be nice. Like, I think because he's had some games, he played well against the Packers.
Yeah.
But like,
that's the difference. What if you put Bryce Young with the Falcons? Who is he? Falcons they got Drake London, they got Kyle Pitts, they got Bijan, they got Tyler Algiers, they got Corduroy Patterson. They got so many first round skill players.
Yeah.
But the fact that they can't get the ball to those gents is infuriating.
Yeah, it's weird. They have so much talent there.
Yeah. Just flip-flop them. Do a little flip-flop NFL for 1 week. Oh, that's what they should do. They should have a Freaky Friday game where 2 struggling QBs for different reasons switch teams for 1 week, and we find out if the guy actually sucks.
It would be fun for like the last week. Like the last week, they're both out of the playoffs, and it's just like, hey, go out and see. That would honestly, like, I hate to say it, like that would just be fun to watch, because like, who would care?
Freaky Friday game.
That'd be pretty great. That'd be pretty great.
Make me commissioner, and I'll make it happen, guys.
Okay.
All
right. So, Jalen Hurts, do you put him in great or elite right now?
You know what? I'm going to put him in great.
Okay.
And I think it's because he just needed the Eagles needed to be more competitive against the 49ers. I think an elite quarterback, even when things are kind of going south, they get it going there. So
yeah,
I should put Tyler Boyd and Tim Boyle.
I think it's because Jalen's having a great year, but not like it's not last year. He's under 3,000 yards, 19 throwing touchdowns, and then 10 interceptions. But he has the rushing touchdowns, which kind of makes him.
Yeah,
good. A lot of it's from the tush push too.
We were talking about Jalen Hurts is he the front runner for MVP 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I know, but that's
then
we've
the
been
Niners
doing that every week. Every time there's a game that's good, it's like, oh yeah, this guy is now MVP. Dak is playing. I disagree. Dak, this is talking about right now. I don't care about other seasons. I don't care anything. I'm talking about right now. Who's left? Dak has been playing elite football this year.
Yeah,
he has been. Like, you can't get around it. Dude is leading the league in touchdowns. He's only thrown 6 interceptions. Yeah, no, he deserves it. He 1,000,000%. He deserves it. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would even say like Lamar. I'd probably say is great. I don't think he's been elite because like he has good numbers. You know, and like he's good. I like Lamar Jackson a lot. It's just I think elite.
Yeah, but let's go back to the game where his receivers dropped like 30 passes. You know,
sure.
And don't you say that about Justin Herbert? He is still a social media QB.
That is very, very true. That is very, very true. Okay. Justin Fields is an interesting one because he can play good.
Yeah.
I think he's on an abysmal team, and Getsy does him no favors. Yeah, I'd say it's between good and mid.
I got the perfect one for him.
Okay, here we go.
Gonna be on a different team because Carolina.
Okay.
The Panthers are going to give the Bears the number 1 pick. And even if you think Justin Fields is pretty good, is very good, you got the number 1 pick, Caleb Williams, Drake May. I just think you take one of those guys. You've got that 5-year window where you don't have to pay him. You trade Justin Fields you're going to get a good draft pick for him. I think Justin Fields, if he plays really well, is going to play himself onto a different roster. Maybe even the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Can't get these colors right.
There are so many tiers, Brendan. There's so many tiers. Okay. Yo, I'm putting Jordan Love in good. I don't even care.
Yeah, that's easy.
I'm putting him in good.
That's easy.
Put him in good.
Okay.
Where do you put Kyler Murray? Kind of a mixed bag there.
Kyler, well, now the Patriots have the number 2 pick, right? Yep. So Cardinals probably can't get a new quarterback or one that they want. Oh, man.
I think he's good.
He is good most of the time. Sometimes.
I think he's good. Give him another few games, and Jordan's 100% in the great thing. Yeah,
here we go.
He's had 3 really, really good games. Give me a little bit more. A little bit more. And he's going to have a chance in these 5-game stretch. I'm so excited. Hey!
Oh. I don't understand that math, if I'm being honest.
Oh, that's no good. That's no good.
Bama.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way. That's it. Brandon and Tier, right? Yeah, it's all the chaos. All the chaos, as you see, as indicated by all of the tiers that have been added. All right. Field general, yeah. I like I said, I think he's been great. So
I got another one, guys.
Warfare 3 sucks. Oh
good.
No, there's another one.
But is a better scientist.
It's Josh.
Josh Dobbs.
Okay. You know what? I can't even. Yep. Sam Howell. Good or mid?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he's good. I think he's good. I think he's good. He's good.
That's fair. Bad offensive line. Like, yeah, I think he's a solid quarterback.
I posed this question in Winners or Losers, Tom. Which football terror group would you rather join? The Stroud Boys or the Halaban? Who do you support? The Stroud Boys or the Halaban? Now, keep in mind, the Halaban has the Howitzers. So,
what?
You don't like wordplay?
Did you say you put that in your episode?
Well, yeah, I asked the tough questions. I ask the tough questions, Tom. I said I'm really struggling on who to support.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Howell on a bye this week. All right. We're getting down to the nitty gritty.
All right. Is that Ryan Tannehill?
Tannehill's a fucking Tim Boyle if I've ever seen one.
Zach Wilson's a Tim Boyle. Dude doesn't even want to play. Yeah, I don't know how we only ended up with one in mid. But like, yep. The DeVito crime family. Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
Oh, I was just about to make a DeVito one.
DeVito crime family.
Yeah, that's too good. That's way better than what I was gonna say. DeVito crime family. Don't mess with our gabagool, or you will be sleeping with the fishies. All right, Timmy DeVito. Bam.
Here we go. This is why.
Jameis Winston, bad. You know what? I am so sick of people being excited to watch Jameis Winston.
That ship is sailing.
Dude sucks at quarterback. He is terrible. I get it. He's weird. Only reason people like him because he's weird. Not a Jameis Winston guy. I'm anti-Jameis Winston. Sue me. Do I remember what happened in college with Jameis Winston? I do, and I'm not going to forgive it. So, bad quarterback.
All right. Hey, can Joe Flacco go in mid? I think that's a fair. You know what? Because you were going to put him in bad. And I got to give Joe Flacco some credit. He was fine.
He played all right. He played all right for the Browns. Aiden O'Connell. Where do we put him?
I put him in mid too. He's a struggling rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I think mid is it's a good spot for him to be in.
Yes,
because nobody expected anything of AOC this year.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, see? Look at this. We're Brandon mind melding.
Bam.
And I think he can be good. Like he's done nice things in the games for the Raiders. But when it's on the line, let me see him get that game-winning touchdown.
It means both for Flacco. He's middle-aged and he's mid.
I'm older than Joe Flacco. Think about that.
Let's go.
Ugh.
All right, so now
we got CJ Beathard. Where we put is CJ Beathard gonna play?
Isn't it Beathard?
It's Beathard, but we all call him Beathard.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm not. I'd put him in mid also.
Yeah, but when he came in, he looked all right.
And I heard I saying on the freaking first play, but yeah, I think mid. He's fine. And then
where's Davis Mills? Is Davis Mills on here? No,
you would see the neck.
He came in for CJ Stroud and, of course, threw a first down in that Broncos game.
Cunningham on the.
I think so. We got Malik Cunningham, Taylor Heineke, Trevor Siemian. Is that Jaron Hall?
It might be Hall.
And Nick Mullins.
Okay.
And is that DTR? Is that DTR? I'm sure.
Oh, is it DTR? Okay.
I would imagine.
I mean, do the rest of them just go in mid? I mean,
let's see here. No.
Well, Cunningham, we don't know, but
Taylor Heineke is a social media QB.
Okay. Okay. AOC free of McDaniels. All of them are Tim Boyles. That's fair. Dude,
like
if Joe Flacco brings the Browns to the playoffs and the first team they play is the Ravens, that is going to be interesting.
What's pretty cool about the New York Jets is they actually have 3 Tim Boyles now.
They do. You know what? That is
accurate. And they got rid of their Boyle. They popped their Boyle this week.
Do you think if they if they did a Freaky Friday with the Patriots, like Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, and like trade for like Zach Wilson and like throw Simeon in there, would anyone notice? Like, how long would it take for anyone to actually notice?
No.
Gotta trust. Gotta trust.
I think Flacco's in his prime.
Yeah, I don't know where Kenny Pickett is. Kenny Pickett's just off this list.
No, he's hurt. These guys are hurt.
I'm sorry. I didn't even see you throw him on there.
I threw him in hurt.
Got it.
He's also Tim Boyle.
It was also, yeah. I mean, he could also not be Tim Boyle. He could be better than Tim Boyle. He could. He could. All right. This is a list. If I had to make some changes, I'd probably put Lamar down in great right now, and then the other one's that's all a disaster from there. Browning would be good. But no, you're not putting Goff in elite right now. What are you doing? In the beginning of the season, yeah.
Wah. My
good God. I'm done. All right. Perna, what do you got going out today?
Power rankings, baby. I got to shoot and edit that.
Please don't curse the Packers, man. Please
That's
don't.
not up to me. I don't want to curse anyone.
Dude, come on, man.
Some made the Chiefs, but I'm going to do my you never know. It's been landing on 7 a lot. I don't know if it's like tilted or something. It is barely holding on.
That's what I'm worried about, because was that where the Jaguars were? And it went back to that. Can you spin it a few times before just to make sure it's not just landing on 7?
I can. Don't worry. The Packers aren't 7. I'm not crazy.
Thank God. All right. Yeah, I got predictions coming out today. And then the North Saga is going to come out tonight. I'm rock and rolling with that. And that's it. But folks, we appreciate the hell. Oh, what?
Saga Bagaga.
Yes. Appreciate the hell out of you folks for just surviving through this. We'll see you on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. But folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you've reached your destination. Holiday Road.